Hello again, everybody. Tim McNiff here at the Super Rink, the National Sports Center here in Blaine, Minnesota, site of the 30th annual All-American Girls right now. We want to talk about this place, the history of the tournament, and what better to do that than the general manager of the Super Rink, Pete Carlson. And we're standing here in the midst of the Super Rink, and it's girls/women's hockey, the reason why this place was built in the first place. Isn't that right?
It really is, Tim. It was all about girls having the opportunity to play hockey at the same time as the boys. And in order to do that and not negatively impact, let's say, even the boys, we needed one thing, and that was ice rinks. So the Super Rink was thought of and was created with a whole bunch of partners, and 4 sheets were built to give that opportunity.
How game-changing was that? To all of a sudden, everybody was always talking about an arena here, a rink here, and all of a sudden, wait a minute, you're putting 4 in one location?
Yeah, I would say, I was here at the beginning. I opened the rink in October of '98, so there was a lot of pre-planning for that. And I came in a little bit late of that, but I do know it was scary. One thing that this rink didn't want to do was put other rinks out of business. So you've got, Fogarty Rink in Blaine, you've got Centennial at the high school, it was Cook Arena at the time at Coon Rapids, and certainly those facilities were thinking, how in the world is this going to happen? That's going to put us out of business. Well, since then, think about it. Fogarty has added a second sheet. Andover now has 2 sheets. Coon Rapids has a brand new, fantastic facility. So really well done, and that was the plan from the beginning, but maybe not knowing exactly. It built the game. It helped grow the game.
And it had to be done because it was mandated that the girls had to get an opportunity to play, and you couldn't have them at 5 a.m. and 11 p.m. all the time. They had to get equal opportunity to the ice. But to make this happen, several communities really had to work together and sell their base on, wait a minute, we're putting money towards this, but it's not in our city.
Also, another good point. I mean, hard to ask the city of Coon Rapids for money to be spent in Blaine. Also, to ask Ramsey County, our rink number 4 is called the Ramsey County Rink, money to be spent in Anoka County. Well, if money's not an object, and the best place to have it is added onto a rink in your own town or built in your own town. But $12 million back then was a problem. Most cities had an arena that they were operating already. So to add a second one on, and you're really thinking about where that ice is needed, it's in the November through February. Well, you've got a lot of time and a lot of months that facility has to create the ice sales and revenue to pay back that loan. Well, again, the concept is let's do this for girls hockey. And we start we open the building with All-American Girls, which was fantastic. But it's really bringing about events together that is something special at a 4-sheet facility at the time. Now it's 8, which makes it even more special. But it's really the opportunity to get money, build it in your town. Beautiful. But this was something unique in a lot of cities, a lot of the 2 counties, and support from those city legislators was fantastic to get this thing done.
So it took a lot of forward-thinking then. Where is the thought process right now? You're up to 8 sheets of ice here. Further expansion? What is the future for this facility?
Well, I don't think it's adding more rinks right now. You look back at what Mighty Ducks grant program did along with Title IX to make it happen. 64 rinks were built in the state of Minnesota from 95 to 2000. Okay, so that was we were a part of that. I think, and then with the rinks that have been built in the area, there's so many nice ones that you can't even name them all. But I think it's to put a little shine back onto this one. We've got a renovation project planned. It's nearly the cost of what the facility was. If we can get that started in 2 years, half of that as equipment. It's changing from R22 to ammonia. R22 is no longer being used in the industry.
For the Zambonis that you're talking about.
Well, that's actually for the refrigeration plant.
Okay, of the ice itself.
The ice itself. When you do those types of repairs, you don't really see it, right? It's in the compressor room. It's under the floor. This facility has been used. It's been it's time to give it a little facelift. So I think we're talking about new paint jobs, potential new entrants, larger locker rooms, things like that to also give this place that next little piece to go another, just think we're almost to 25 years already, another 25 years.
Is it amazing to you to think about that? You've been here since the beginning and it's really been that long. Does it seem like it's gone or has it gone really fast?
Well, I think it's gone very fast. I got here in 97, so I want to say that was what, 3 or 4 years just after the All American Girls Tournament started. We took over Columbia Arena for Anoka County at that time. It was a two-sheet facility, and this tournament was played there. So I did have the chance of operating and be part of the tournament at Columbia Arena. Then to move it all, and again, when the tournament started, it was all these other facilities, right? The Super Rink wasn't here. Then the Super Rink was built, and we got it all under one roof, which made it cool. But to have it say it's been rinky 25 years old, and there's people that come in here all the time and go, they can't believe it. I can't believe it. I don't know. It's a flash.
So you've got a situation where you see players coming in all the time of different levels. You've got national teams here, all the rest of it. When this event happens, and you watch every player come in, and every player that goes out is a group. Is it just business as usual now for you, or do you still feel like a little bit of a, you know what, this is where it all started?
Yeah, no, I think with the kids coming in, and oddly enough, maybe some mothers now that I hear in the lobby saying, I played in this, you're like, they've got some young kids, but or they were a part of it at some point. It's great hearing those stories, but it's fantastic to still see the kids come in, look at the locker room screen, and say they have 8 ice rinks or there's 32 locker rooms. Like there's excitement just to be in the building still. Then put it all together that it's only girls playing in the building at that time, which brings it at an entire different level of I think there's a lot of pride. I mean, the NSC staff that puts this together for all these years and the different people that have done it. Now Annie Jurgens is our tournament director. There's so much pride in it, and to make sure this thing continues to be not just another tournament, but something big and something special. And I think it's happening when you hear the kids in the lobby.
We love being a part of it. Before we wrap this up, anything else about the arena or the facility of the tournament that you want to talk about that I have not asked you?
Hey, it's we're here on a Friday. It's another weekend of hockey. It's just fun to see everybody here and continue to come back, and hopefully they spread the word about what happens at the rink. It is special. It is all about just the girls, but you said a little bit alluded to before. Is it all cat now? Maybe rightfully so. The girls have the same opportunities as the boys, and that was the plan of it. And it should be a little bit just like, hey, it's normal. But no, we make the tournament special with what you're doing, Tim. You're a professional in this. Look at the time you put into it. What our staff does to make the tournament gift packages and a professional atmosphere of the tournament. So yeah, we do have to keep it up and step it up because the girls expect more.
And they deserve it.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, really missed this tournament the last couple of years. Thrilled to be back. Great to get the history from your perspective. Pete Carlson is the general manager of the Super Rink. This is where it all began. It is still the biggest and the best tournament for girls. 30 years we are celebrating here at the All-American Girls Tournament. Just getting started. The evening session's coming up next. Stick around. We'll join you soon.